Year 1999, one of the most important year in human history. Dhyanalinga consecration was happening. Sadhguru and many other people were involved in making this successful. Now during the consecration, for some people to become part of consecration, their physiological and other kind of disturbances had to be removed. So to relieve people out of their problems or disturbances, many things were done, in which one major thing was that Sadhguru altered their karmic structure. That is, he took karma of many people upon himself to relieve them so that they could be actively involved in the consecration process and also totally free from all kind of disturbances. Now, we all know that this event took a toll on Sadhguru's health. As a result, on a particular consecration day, Sadhguru would vomit 3/4 of a liter of his blood. This means that his liver was completely a mess and he required an emergency treatment. But the question now arises that what was the need to do all this? Sadhguru should have simply done the healing process or Reiki and relieved the person for Dhyanalinga consecration. Why did he take so much trouble that he altered their karmic structure and put upon himself? So, with all these questions in mind and to understand this with greater depth, let's listen to the entire video.
You see people bursting out here with different kinds of energies, whatever. It's the milder lot, they're more violent people. They're a burst of energy. If we want to convert them into healers, they would be very effective healers, no question about it. But if anybody attempts any such thing, they had it. I'll wrap them up in such a way that they'll never again know anything spiritual in their whole life. And definitely we'll check them out of this place also, because we don't want such people. Not because we are against relieving another person's pain, but you meddling with another person's life process without knowing it, the whole of it is irresponsible. It is like you saw, these days you can see videos of major surgeries happening. So you saw a video like this, you observed everything very carefully. So tomorrow somebody has a problem, you take a shaving razor and decide to do a surgery upon him. I'm telling you, some people may survive this. People have survived such things, isn't it? Many times in battle zones, in nature, when accidents happen, people have performed absolutely crude surgeries upon somebody and they have survived. But that doesn't mean that's the way to do surgery, isn't it? That's not the way to do surgery, isn't it so? It's just that some people might have survived such surgeries. In extraordinary conditions it was done. So, any kind of meddling with other people's energies is very juvenile. It's coming out of a certain immaturity and a certain egoistic state of wanting to play God. It is coming out of compassion. What's your problem? Let everybody's karma come to you as long as he's relieved. What is your problem? That's not it. You want to play God with gloves on. Doesn't work like that. God didn't play the games with you, the conspiracy with you, with gloves on. He got himself into you to play this game. It's only the priest who told you that he's sitting up there and watching everything. But look at the way life is happening. The source of creation got itself trapped in you, isn't it? Yes? Isn't it so? Unless you have that kind of involvement, you don't meddle with such things.
We all know the law of nature. That is, everything always functions between cause and effect. This means that physical existence is simply happening between cause and effect. I know many of you might be confused between what is cause and what is effect. Now to understand this cause and effect, let's take an example. Suppose somebody gets a bacterial infection because he ate something somewhere. Now we know that the person, because he got the infection, will suffer from fever, headache, stomach problems, etc. Now in this example, the bacteria becomes the cause, due to which the problem has occurred, and the problem, that is the stomach ache or the headache and the fever, becomes the effect that is caused by bacteria. Now, as usual, we know that the person will eat an antibiotic which will act upon the cause, that is bacteria, and automatically kill the bacteria. And once the bacteria is killed, as soon as the cause becomes vanished, the effect, that is the headache or stomach ache, will automatically get finished. But we all know that the medication will simply kill the cause that is external to you. That means if the cause comes externally from outside within your body, then the antibiotic or whatever medication you took for the disease will be vanished because the cause is getting killed. But what about the disease that is happening from within the body? For example, asthma or thyroid or diabetes, depression, etc. We all know that if we take medication for all these diseases, since there is no cure available, we have to take the medicine regularly and keep on consulting the doctor. That means no cure is available because the cause is not coming from any external source, external environment or any external person. Cause is so much deeper compared to any infection, and the disease or the effect is happening from within the body. Now, what does this mean that it is happening from within the body? And how to know the cause and how to know the effect? And if the people during that time, if they had certain internal issues, would it get healed by healing or Reiki? Will it simply resolve the issue? So let's go a little bit more deep to understand this, that why healing could not work. Now today, I have this small dummy to demonstrate you that what we think as our body is not the only body we have. We all might have heard from Sadhguru about the Panchakoshas or the 5 sheaths of the body, right? Now this toy is actually going to show you the Panchakoshas. Now the external body which you can see, which you can touch and feel is Annamaya Kosha. This body which you can feel, touch, see of others as well as your own is the physical body or the Annamaya Kosha that is made from the food we eat, from the water we drink. Now within this Annamaya Kosha lies the second body, that is Manomaya Kosha. Mana means mind. Now when we talk about mind, we think about brain. We can understand mana or mind as, do you remember the very first time you were learning to ride a bicycle or whatever vehicle you had? On that particular time, our concentration and our consciousness for riding that vehicle was highest. And once you have learned, now your legs know that when to press the brake, or now your hands know that when to turn in which direction, right? And at that time, you might be present with your friends or with your family. Your brain might be thinking about your friend or family. You may be somewhere else, but not with the vehicle, right? This is actually the miracle of this mind body or this Manomaya Kosha. It is because in this Manomaya Kosha or the mental body that whatever happens in the mind gets manifested in Annamaya Kosha or the physical body. Now, both this Annamaya Kosha and Manomaya Kosha are the hardware and software, just like any computer device which has no meaning until and unless it is charged. And for charging, we all need electricity, right? And that electric supply for charging the Annamaya Kosha and the Manomaya Kosha comes from the third layer of the body, that is the Pranamaya Kosha or the energy body. Now this Pranamaya Kosha actually powers and drives the Annamaya Kosha and the Manomaya Kosha. These two has no meaning unless and until this is functioning well. Despite we can only see the external body or the Annamaya Kosha, all these three, that is Annamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha and Pranamaya Kosha, these all three are physical. It is only that it is gross body and these two are more subtler. And the 2 sheaths that are still present now are the most subtler one. Now for today, we just need these 3 bodies, but let's quickly look upon the rest 2 sheaths. Within this Pranamaya Kosha or the energy body lies the Vijnanamaya Kosha or the knowledge body. Now this knowledge body is actually not a body. It is transitory means it is a pathway that carries you from physical self to the non-physical self, or from something to nothing. And now the fifth sheet is Anandamaya Kosha, or the bliss body. This bliss body is totally non-physical or totally no thing. Now once again, let's come back to our three bodies to understand the concept of healing and to understand the concept of karma. Why healing cannot work in the self-manifested diseases or the diseases that is happening from within the body. Now one thing to know that whatever karma we have, that we have built in entire lifetime, is present only in these three bodies. The rest two bodies, that is the Vijnanamaya Kosha and the Anandamaya Kosha, is totally free from karma. That means whatever disease or whatever problems we have, whether it is heart problem or depression, asthma, diabetes, thyroid, etc., whatever problem, whose cause is not external, that means the cause is much deeper. For these type of disease to get manifested in the body, there is actually the imbalance in the energy body, which is manifesting itself both in physical body as well as mental body. Now suppose somebody is doing some kind of healing or pranic healing or Reiki or any kind of healing. In that we are just appeasing the effect, that is the diseases, the asthma, diabetes, etc. And we are doing nothing about the cause. That means we are just putting the screen between the cause and the effect. So now with the healing process, the effect dies, that is the disease is over, but the cause, that is the imbalanced energy body, is still buried inside. Now what was happening was that there is a disturbance in this energy body that was trying to manifest itself in a certain way in the physical body or the mind body or the Manomaya Kosha, like depression or asthma, and trying to make us aware of the damage. Now since we have done nothing about the energy body or the imbalanced energy and we have simply removed the asthma, now what it is going to do is that now this will get manifested in a more cruel way. Somebody may even meet with accident and death may also occur. This is simply because the energy is still in the same situation, but the effect, that is the diseases, are gone and we have still the disturbed energy state. So it will take a deeper and more acute way to inform you again. Now what could be the possible reason for the disturbance of this energy body? This energy body could be disturbed either because of improper lifestyle, improper thought pattern, or improper emotions, or all these put together. There is certain karmic structure that have been built which is actually causing a vacuum, some kind of turmoil to your energy which is manifesting itself in the physical body as a disturbed energy. So even if Sadhguru would have settled the energy situation of those people through healing or Reiki or whatever mental focus, still the karmic structures which is actually causing is not gone, and the person can be a more acute sufferer. And obviously nobody wanted that. That's why Sadhguru took their karma of disease upon themselves, because for him the Dhyanalinga consecration was very, very important. No matter whatever happens to him, but the people who were involved in these things must be fit and fine and free from all such situations. And because of the same reason, Sadhguru also warns people not to perform any healing process or Reiki or any mental focus, and also you be aware of this type of businesses, because this can put your life to threat. And I explained all these just to put forward this one thing of Sadhguru, that one should not perform healing, and also one should not go for any healing processes to treat themselves. So now ending up this video, hope I was able to deliver this message to you. You all might have understood it. And if yes, do not forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe. And up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy, and namaskaram.